Doing residential architecture is a remarkably rewarding thing to do because you get to meet the people, you get to see the family. It's a little bit like painting a portrait, you can't really do it unless you know them. It's really about nesting, and when you look at it in that sense, there's nothing more profound, I think, than making a home for someone. It's a beautiful house to start with, which is what really impressed us when we arrived. They'd done the front of the house and it had a beautiful feel, but we had to make the back of the house work a lot better and also make it feel like it belonged to the front of the house. And I think therein lies a big issue. We wanted it to be discreet, we wanted it to be modest. As far as a design philosophy and an ethos and how we like to work, it's fairly compositional in that we deal with primary forms. We deal with these box forms and we slide them in as little insertions into the existing, and that comes a lot out of having to combine new aspects of building into old aspects. As architects and interior designers, it's very difficult to separate what we do. One discipline informs the other.
That really goes for our whole office, architecture and interiors. We blend the two. They should be complementing each other.
The original house was a great source of inspiration. The proportions were fantastic, the quality of the space, the light you were getting. It starts to inform how you sort of work your way through from the old to the new and what you reveal. You like to arrive, as you walk down the corridor, you just see this beautiful stair floating through the air.
And it really links all the spaces together, so you get the hint of the second story, which you don't really see walking throughout the home. And it links the playroom, the boys' bedroom up the top, and then the ground floor. We tucked the kitchen underneath the playroom, which created kind of a bit of an intimate feel.
And then you get the visual access, which also increases the flow. So it can be down in the ground floor, but get glimpses of people up on the first floor doing what they're doing, walking past, moving about.
It's often the little things in a house that make it a home, and the kitchen really was the hub of the home. It's in the centre of the house. It's right next to the main living area, the dining area. It's next to the outdoor deck, so it needed to provide a lot in the centre of the space.
We love to work with Fisher & Paykel. We've got the oven, we've got the range hood, we've got the fridge, we've got everything. It's just a one-stop shop, which makes our life easier, but it's also really good stuff.
For us at Fisher & Paykel, design is such a big part of what we do. And for us to engage with the design community, get that feedback and then put that into tangible products that we can release, to see them flourish in this design is fantastic.
The Future Design Workshop for us was fantastic, being able to meet the people that are making and designing these products in New Zealand, because they ask our opinion and we offer it and they listen. It's not just lip service, so I think that's good, and so that also makes it easier for us to sell.
Because they were new, there was no kind of visual reference for them, so I managed to get hold of an image and model up the fridge into their black joinery, and then I did the same with the oven as well. And so once I could show the clients the kitchen with the new appliances in it, they were completely over the line. I think we all knew from the start that if we were doing this brand new space and then putting in the old appliances, it just wouldn't feel quite complete.
The refrigerator, we would normally integrate that. We left this exposed. It's a beautiful object in the space. The black freestanding oven really sets off the kitchen beautifully.
There's the wine fridge around the back, which is the long-term wine storage, and then the overflow of that is the cool drawer where you have your white wines and things that are being used kind of day to day. Building a home is not an overnight process. It's really a journey that we all go on together. This journey has been 2 years from first scribble on the page until a project handover and completion.
Really developed, I suppose, out of nothing into something. It's like looking at art. When you look at particularly good art, there's something to be gained every time you look at it. You don't tire of it. You'll find a little something in it every time, and it's rewarding and it's interesting, and it's not just the punchline. That reflects, I think, in the outcome and in the finished home.